Alexander the Great was a very prominent king. His territory became beyond his reach. In other words, it became so large, there were places that he could not reach physically. So now he had to establish a community of representatives who would have to go out to the city and pass rulings and judgments on his behalf. But before they could do that, he would have to invite them into his palace to train them on the things that are valued in this kingdom. In the house, they would be taught the mind of Alexander. They would be taught the speech of Alexander the Great. They'd be taught his agenda about the kingdom. They would be taught the way that he speaks. They'd be taught the way that he thinks. They would go through tests to be examined whether they are the spitting image of the king. And it is only when they passed that they were sent out to go and to rule on behalf of Alexander. Their community of people were called the Ecclesia, the church. The Ecclesia back in the day, Charlie, were a group of people, when they came together and they decided the matter, that's it, it's done, that's it. Ecclesia were the last line of law in the land. The Ecclesia was the royal board of governors for the king. Jesus says, upon this rock, I'm going to build my church. I'm going to build my government. I'm going to build my board of governors on earth. And the gates of Hades, that Hades there is not hell. That Hades there is a location in Jerusalem where judgments were passed and people were executed and burned. It was a physical location where judgments will be passed and people will be executed right there upon judgment. That was Hades. So he says, this government I'm going to establish, it may be tyrannic in the way I'm establishing it, but I'm telling you now, even the government that shall call you tyrant will not survive against this government. Oh, yes, I'm bullied. That is what God says about the church. The church I'm establishing now is going to be the image of my government, the image of my force. It's going to be the image of my power.